Hi, everyone. My name is Darlene Dotson, and welcome to Destiny of Truth. And this forecast is for the new moon in Leo at 27 degrees at 10:42 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on August 17th of 2020. Now, I want to ask you, how's all that anger around you doing? Are you getting what you want by putting all that anger out there? Are you getting what you want by your judgments of another because you're spilling hate onto someone else because they don't agree with your philosophies in life? It's not getting anyone anywhere. It's just creating more hate and more turmoil. So I want to ask you, what do you want to create? So, because the first aspect we have is we've got Mercury going into Leo, and that is in conjunct Saturn in Capricorn. And it says it's time to break down those obstacles that are in front of us. You know, the structures that we've created around us, are they working? Or do we need to start breaking things down into baby steps in order to make our hopes, dreams, and wishes achievable? Because our next aspect that we have for, for this new moon's blueprint is the moon in Leo in conjunct Jupiter in Capricorn, which wants you to remember you've dealt with a lot of hurt in your life, but you will not let that hold you back any longer from having the happiness and joy in your life that you want. You're the creator of your life, and you can create the life that you want. Then the moon in Leo will be in conjunct Neptune in Pisces. And you've been dealing with Neptune in Pisces for a while, which you've been seeing many of the illusions that are in our lives. And that's lets you know that you can never project your ideals onto another because they will always fall from grace. Passion always shows an illusion that we want to believe in, but in reality, we should be looking at reality because that illusion's doing no one any good. Now, Venus in Cancer sextiles Uranus in Taurus, and that is showing you that you have learned to love others from all walks of life, and they've helped to bring the changes into your life that you needed. Because when the new moon happens in Leo, it's also going to be in conjunct Pluto in Capricorn. And if anybody knows anything about Pluto, Pluto demands transformation. And with him in Capricorn, okay, he is digging out all the things out of our lives that no longer belong there because it's just not serving us. And it has to do with the structures that we've built. They've got to come crumbling down. And these structures have programmed you and has made you look at your own behaviors. And those behaviors have been your enemy because you're never going to create true intimacy with the behaviors that you've been putting onto others. Now, with the moon in Leo trining Mars in Aries, your emotions have always been intense and powerful, but you had to learn how to control those emotions, because they were just too passionate. And once you got control over those emotions, you were able to find you. Now, the new moon happens at 10:42 p.m. at 27 degrees Leo, which is showing you that you have a creative vision that you feel passionate about, and you know what you need in your life and what doesn't work anymore. But you know the past made you who you are today, but the past no longer works. And it's time for you to have a life that brings you happiness and joy. We can't create a life for ourselves without creating it for all. We have to be the creator for everyone. And now that you know the power of the new moon, we will have the new moon in Leo in conjunct Saturn in Capricorn, and you won't allow another to set expectations on who you're going to be any longer. The ones that love you will let you be your true self and not put conditions on that love. Now that you're finding your own power and you're lighting up for the world to see, that sun will be in conjunct Saturn in Capricorn. And it says you will no longer let others' expectations of you restrict your own happiness and joy. You have got to be authentic to yourself. Then the last aspect of this new moon is the moon and Mercury conjunct in Leo, which is showing you that you know you need to stop rationalizing your feelings and to feel them so you can deal with this situation for once and all and move forward. Now, if I had to summarize this new moon for you, I would say that we always have a challenge in life. And we have to overcome those challenges. But you cannot let the pain of the past hold you back. Your expectations of another led you to where you are standing. You can no longer let others put expectations on you because you learned expectations hurt everyone. There has been hurt in the past, but you're standing here now in a different place, and you're ready to create a life that brings you much joy and happiness, and it'll help to expand your heart. Now, it's never wrong to give love if it comes from your authentic self and not from a place of anger and hate, because that is not love. Now I'm using my Psychic Tarot deck just to re-say pretty much what I've already said, but we drew truth. And if anyone knows anything about a Leo, it totally fits, because when have you not known a Leo to be blunt, with their own truth? The time has come for us to awaken to the truth. It takes a wake-up call for our attention to see what's really happening. And we have to evaluate our past. And that time is now. We have to look at our past. And have you learned your lessons? Or do you still have to understand something from that past, because you have to accept and heal what has happened in the past. You know, you have to make the changes that you need to make, but you don't want to jump in and make those changes again and use that Aries energy, which is anger and hate and not thinking things out, because you do want to take your time and be wise in your choices, because you have to realize, and where we're standing right now, it has shown us that anything we do has consequences, and more than we'll ever understand at this time of where we're at right now. You know, we will come to realize as time moves on that the choices we're making right now are going to have consequences for us further down the road. And the one thing you have got in all of this is your own power. And you have to trust yourself and the power that guides you right now. You know, you have to live from your heart and compassion and not anger or hate. Well, all I can say is, with this new moon, may you have many blessings from the new moon, and may the garden you plant grow into everything you want them to grow into. And remember, the spirit is beautiful, and so are you. I'll see you next time. Have a great day. Bye-bye.